Like my web browser having trouble loading. I forgot to open that up when I started the stream. Before I started the stream. Oh well. Takes a moment to get everything loaded up either way. Okay, everything's loaded up there. Time to activate the live chat window. And there we go. That's all enabled. Give me a moment to check my other computer. And it looks my other computer is good, so let's find a replay next. Hidden. Hidden. Here we go, got some replays here. Similar today. This one's Prairie, so this one's not a custom map, and we could do this one. So let's do this one. Greetings everyone, and Grade here of another Age Empires 4 replay. Spawn bottom right side as the Pink Mongols. We have David Kim. For some reason I thought this was the same structure there and I got confused. Spawn top left side as the Green House of Lancaster. We have 101. This is an initial start of the game. Let's go to maximize the compass here to see what's going on in the map. This map is, I believe it's called Prairie, so a lot more sheeple, a lot less deposited tree. You can see a bunch of small deposits. I got the Mongol side of the map. Let's see, the Ovo spawned over here. It is a 2400 one, so this will last twice as long. Very nice. Stick around there for a bit of time. Got the trade post in the corner. And of course, a small deposits there everywhere. This map is both wood scarce and food scarce, barring a extra large number of sheep. When it comes to other parts of the map, both boars spawn on the center of the map here. Speed arrow there. I really don't like this map. I find maps with more food be better. We do have now the Castle of Lancaster up employed next to this gold deposit. We also have a mining pit or a mining camp next to this stone deposit, so it looks like Green's gonna be eyeing for some manors. Silver tree now being thrown in field, since it's a trading post in the corner, relatively corner-ish. Yeah, it should be a good spot to trade. He can task the silver tree go up in either corner. This one, should be plenty of room there. I'm a little bit concerned by the bit of cliff faces there. Blah, can't speak. But she was safe enough. Silver tree is now being deployed, being power built by 7 villagers. Does get completed there. Up here we do have now the House of Lancaster still being built. More stone will be obtained. There's definitely going to be some manors. Maybe townsend as well. Yeah, after all, both requires wood and stone. There's a pair. Oh, it's going for double traders right now. And great, we do have some more spam bots already on kick there. It looks like it does go for 2 rounds of ×2 traders. However, the 2 stone traders only cost, it still costs full price for the stone. So there's only a small discount there. Got this scout just being annoying at the moment. And got a single cache or multiple caches on the build queue to intercept. Of course, the Khan does have his firing while moving arrow at the moment, and the cache has not been pulled in field, so we're going to see some actual combat relatively soon. Scout does take some damage there, 3 sheeple in tow. We do have the plus of 1 extra manor research now on the way. Nothing too significant, honestly. No, that actually is quite significant. Barracks looks going to try to be established here. Planning to go for some spearmen. He does not have research the hardened spearmen, of course. They already start out as hardened spearmen. You have ×2 cache on the build queue. Cache trying to push way forward. Of course, got the towns to fire arrows that reach all the way out here. It does get impalement there onto the scout. Does not finish the scout off, 17 health. Does take out one of the villagers, very nice. Of course, since the House of Lancaster is a English variant, does have ×2 basic arrows, so it does have 2 arrows to go do okay damage. 5 damage each, while the caches have 3 range armor. Traders here trading away, does have 67 gold per trip, 7 food as well, so has level 1 Silk Road at the moment. Mill trying to be established now. There's the ×2 caches. There's 4 caches in total on the map. Of course, we saw those wolves biting some of those traders. We got 6 manors now deployed in the field. And looks like that single cache is going to fall back, and Paul just wait till the next age to get healed up. Also, Lancaster almost enough gold age on up. Actually, the Mongols pretty close to aging up as well. And the manor arrows are okay. Just attacks pretty slow. The keep arrow is also okay. Attacks actually at a reasonable rate. I thought I saw a levy research being queued on up. This will give him a handful of Demi Lancers. I still don't understand what's the real purpose of Demi Lancers. Khan does take a couple good stabs there, and likely the scout does go down. The wolf will give some health for the Keshik. Or a single layer Keshik. Another exotic doggo over there. Got a couple hardened spearmen. Stepford out being queued on the field, so he's also going for a double gold landmark. It's not necessarily a bad idea. It's actually what I preferred, because it's very hard to keep a trade alive. And this will give you another source of excellent gold. Plus traders are quite expensive. You know how the Demi Lancer levy, the muster of the nobles. Keshik does go down there. Keshiks have no real health compared to Royal Knights and Early Knights. They have 145 health, in comparison to Horsemen they only have, which have 125. So they actually, Keshiks are pretty squishy, or especially how they cost. They get ripped apart there. They have only advantage when it comes to Knights and Lancers is the fact they have pretty good DPS versus unarmored targets. Versus armored targets, I think they're actually worse. For the cost, at least. There's got another ×2 cache in the build queue. Only 1 Keshik remains. Stepford out's almost complete. There's still 600 gold there, so I'll get plus 50% efficiency, so that will be at least 10,000 gold there. Demi Lancers, I just don't know how to... I don't know what to make of them. They have horrible damage. 8 damage is worse than a Horseman. Horsemen have 9 damage. These guys have 8 damage. They do have, of course, a charge attack, and their attack speed is faster than Horsemen, so they have roughly similar DPS to Horsemen. They do offer 2/2 armor, and classify as heavy armor. I suppose these Demi Lancers can engage traders. We have no armor. King's Coleg now being flown in the field. And we can go to Coleg. And good number of the traders are going down. Catch is rotating around back. He will impale that single spearman. No, does get no spear brace there. Picks that off before it goes down. Looks like this Keshik will manage to take out that spearman. He does have, of course, a veteran Keshiks now, which is a pretty big step up. Hardened spearman versus veteran Keshiks. Age 2 versus age 3. Now the wheelbarrow now being researched. And there's a significant amount of force here. Looks like approximately 6 traders to go down. Keshick will be engaging. There's a lot of spearmen there, and he put too much damage onto the demi-lancers. The difference between the demi-lancers and spearmen in this situation is quite stark. After all, of course, got the automatic demi-lancer upgrade, the veteran demi-lancer research, which goes from 8 to 9 damage. I don't know what to make of demi-lancers. They just seem absolutely horrible to me. And somehow the base cost is still 240, whatever that means, honestly. You can only really build them in, what's it called? In the Wyvern Palace, the Wyvern Palace. Got some Keshiks on the field, or Magadais. They are better Magadai. No blacksmith upgrades on them, which will go a long way. His one does a +1 range armor. So I got some formation moves to help them increase their speed. We do have +1 range damage on the way. +2 range armor on the way for green. Outpost does cancel there. He's trying to go for some Yam network. 2 villagers here going for this Yam tower. This is good coverage. The Yam tower as well. These guys actually have pretty good movement speed. But these are regular knights, not demi-lancers. So Megadai would do pathetically bad damage. Another trader does go down. Luckily did go for the stepper out. Got more Megadai on the build queue. Knights have 4 base armor, catches 6 base damage, so after all upgrades are completed, they'll still do 2 damage per arrow, which is not great. It does put enough arrows in that guy to actually slowly go on down. We got Yeoman being queued on up to help engage these Megadai, I'm guessing. These are the leftover Demi Lancers. I have no idea how many Demi Lancers does that take a Keshik. See, Keshiks have 4 base melee armor. These guys are basically doing 5 damage per strike, and Keshik has good attack speed and health per swipe. Just be a poor engagement for both sides in the end. We got good Magadai on the field. Of course, without the Deer Stone, these guys have horrible range. We do have now the Shire Levy being employed in the field, which will give him 8 + 6 Yeoman. The word Shire is also the root word for sheriff. So imagine every single Yeoman with a cowboy hat, I think. Got a couple Keshiks there, mostly Magadai and of course the Khan. Does get double impalement there. Looks like neither side. Green does have a Mongol field, no shamans for the Mongols. Mongol players should eye for grabbing those relics, because when getting up the next ace, Tideborn will of course give him access to additional stones in origin. And there's a speed arrow there. Quickly impales the monk there. Don't think the speed arrows were needed. You have now this Stimulancer here. And quickly goes on down. Oh, here we've got actual knights and some yeomen. Yeah, too many Magadai. Magadai are not going to perform all too well in this situation. Give the attack speed arrow. +2 range armor has been researched. Not +2, or +1 damage. +1 range armor, +2 range armor on the way. Keshik's now engaging the knights in mass combat. Yeoman doing a great job focusing down these Magadai. Magadai, of course, have good attack speed. Their speed difference is not too significant. Horsemen would be very useful and very cost effective versus the Yeoman. More cost effective than the Keshiks. That's why, like, twice the value. We do now have the synchronized shot research. Good number of Magadai. Got another ×2 Keshik on the build queue. Another Magadai on the build queue as well as another Keshik. The Khan's arrow is now available. Let's see. Ovo still has 25% of the stone left. Does not have whistling arrow research. And got defense arrow there, very useful. Keshik's now engaging. Of course, they are severely outclassed by the knights. The high attack speed and lower damage means nothing versus the higher armor. In fact, it means even less. Trying to pick out these reinforcements one at a time, but these knights takes about 100 arrows to get through. 115 approximately. More of these traders are going on down. Right now, the Silver Chief's providing has 17 traders in the field, which means he's got full Silk Road benefits. Villagers do get inside these outposts. Magadai cannot crack them, even if they are unfortified. Best thing Magadai can do is find a group of villagers and just rake the lines. Getting sort of killed off by the formation there. More of these. Oh, good number of those traders going down. Many of these traders going down. Keshik's now counter-attacking. On the left side, you have these knights getting hit. Not too many catches to stop them, though. These forces now advancing. Got 10 Magadai on the build queue. Gold deposit there has fully been consumed. He's going to pack on up and move out. There's a piece of gold deposit here. But let's design for this gold deposit here. Next to this Yalm Tower. He does have the Yalm Tower researched. Defense arrow utilizing there. Give him access to +2 armor. That of course has already subsided. These villagers slowly getting picked off there. A couple more does go down. Another 2 are severely wounded. Now there's just one Keshin versus one knight. Got more of these forces over here. Megadai need to keep on running. Looks like Pink will get cleaned up there quite severely. Right now, Green has a much higher destroyed value. Both sides have similar civilian counts. Green's got off 39 civilians. Most of them are the more expensive traders. Right now, the Mongol players will need to go for spearmen, as well as crossbowmen. Megadai are just simply not very good in the situation. They offer no real damage. The reason why I also say catches are not very good as well. Remember as well, they mostly rely on the higher attack speed, and since they have higher attack speed, it means the armor is more effective against them in reducing their damage. Got some patches now going on up. Some are built around this oval, providing some extra sheep production. This oval will be depleted momentarily. And also needs more pastures in the field, especially when he rebuilds the oval. But these guys are going pretty far south. New Khan has been redeployed in the field, and the Mongol player is going for some crossbowmen. Pink's now pushing forward. Very good force of Keshiks this time. Outside Lancaster also going for some crossbows. We also see some outposts here. There's just the defense arrow there. Synchronized shot onto the crossbow, but I think the extra defense, the Mongol, the Khan's whistling arrow was very effective. Keshiks now push way forward. Crossbow starting to get overran by these Keshiks as well. Seplancer appears to be has been researched as well. Megadai here needs to start to target towards the crossbowman. Bed and Pobler being researched there. King's College does reduces research. Poblers are the cheaper but weaker horsemen for the House of Lancaster. As come forward for another big charge attack there. Gets a pretty good hit there on those Keshiks. Keshiks set ablaze to the outpost. Looks like these villagers are pushing forward somewhere. Oh, Pumbaa there. I didn't realize that was Pumbaa right there. Well, it looks like there's too many villagers for Pumbaa. 6 will need to be pulled off. That gold deposit does get cleaned on up. Not hitting this gold deposit here. Ovos have been redeployed to somewhere. Over here? Nope. Not sure exactly where, but it has, the Ovo has been redeployed somewhere. They now all have all these mounted units before. It does have a spring golden placement there, but won't be enough. It does sell off some, will buy some food there. House Lancaster is pretty close to aging on up. Oh, arrows on cooldown. Good number of crossbow now in the field. Trying to torch down that gear. Press these holders pushing on the left flank. Holders now engage these cachets. Got a good number of crossbow in here. Right now I think both the multiplayer could get some enforcement, but he's going for the Cognitive Palace, which I always find that as the better of the two final landmarks for the very, very cost-effective reinforcements you get from it. Air stables now the build queue. So we've got a pretty good number of hobblers, which also do cost gold. We got the Warden Guard Palace now being pulled in the field as well, give you some powerful bandit armies. One of the palace is almost complete. First one is a Weak Pow. He does need a bit of siege weapons. Don't know if that's going to be super great at the moment, but it can be quite nice. The super powerful Trebuchet, usually available to Mongols and to the Byzantines with certain landmarks. Mongol players also going to be eyeing for some hand cannoneers. That's just now starting to fall on back. Do you have, was it Monistic Shrines? Yep, Monistic Shrines now being queued on up. I'm not sure exactly where though. First Weak Power now in the build queue. No trader being pulled in the field. Next item from the Cognitive Palace is the Nest of Bees, which is going to be quite nice. We do now have the Stone Commerce. It's certainly a good idea not to go for the improved Stone Commerce because it's like 1,000 stone. It takes multiple minutes just to get that cost recovered. We have a very good number of traders in the field, 34. Mongol player's gonna be set on gold. You can always send the separate out to gold deposit start and make sure it gets a little bit oversupply. Mongol player does also have good food and wood chopping upgrades. Yeah, we got a raid bounty research there. This is going to be for the just regular raid bounty, not improved raid bounty. Still in bounties on us, I would also understand as well. Arrow's been summoned there. Continues to push forward. Hoblars engage with the Cannoneers. Complete Kyle's not going to do much in this situation. It will just seem to be overran. And we do have Collins Hunter deployed on the field. Keeping that live will be quite nice. In a round of Roost Force Soldiers, you can activate Gallop there, increase their max range by 2. Great enough. They do have 5.5, they can get up to 7.5 that ability active. Next Convict Palace deployment is going to be another nest of bees. Got some Hoblars engaging these units. I think advance and improve, yeah, Network does give them some health regen. Separate route redeployed right there. 9 villagers, nothing too significant at the moment. Villager trying to shank the Soul Blowers, which he is. He has a pretty sizable army here. Roost Archer's still alive. Not sure where the Khan's chief hunter's at. He does have some warrior priests in the field though. Saint's Blessing could be quite nice. The spear braces there. Canadian is firing away. So got these yeomen now getting hit intercepted by these Keshiks. I know that Keshiks are elite. On the right side, some units being picked on off. More traders going down. Oh, there is a Collins Hunter there, which should improve the range of these Kincadiers. So right now they're up to 5 tiles. Collins Hunter's up to 5.5 range, so we'll stay behind these hand cannoneers. Also got incendiaries researched by green as well. Elite Magidai, but only costs 2 damage, no sheer bow blows just yet. So he's got a warrior monk there. More force soldiers being put on the field. Give him some extra range for these forces, not bad. Just in the urbanized environment. There's a warrior monk. There's around the force soldiers. Those are the force soldiers. Collins Hunter will go down pretty quickly there. More practicing obtained. This is where the monastic shrines have been deployed. Improving his sheep production. Mongol player is pretty low on all resources. The House of Lancaster has some resources, and Pink does have back out of the game now. The Zangrade scene. Thank you for watching, and on to next replay. Before I get started on the next replay, I need to grab a drink. Give me one moment. Actually, I have one right here, right? That'll do. Right now I can hit my afternoon exhaustion. A little bit of caffeine probably won't be half bad. Famous last words, probably. On to the next player. So I just had to take a drink. 29 seconds. That's a perfect length, right? 26, we could eye that one. $29. Here we go. Greetings everyone, and Great here from another Age Empires 4 replay. So on the bottom top left side is the red Holy Roman Empire. We've got Spare Jardy. On bottom right side is the pink Chinese. We've got Revane. When it comes to map generation, and something many noticeable, both players do have wood that spawned behind them, making this towns have a little bit more exposed. Small wood deposit off the side versus up front, giving pink a little bit of natural coverage. We do have, oh yeah, and this map is also, these are tiny gold deposits. They're 1,600 rather than the 4,000. So we've got tiny gold deposits on the map. 3 a little close by for pink. Actually, that's a 4,000 rather than a 1,600, so a little bit more over there. So pink does have some good amount of gold nearby. Looks like a red as well. See a tiny over here and tiny here, and a regular size one there. That really does look the same size to me. I see a bigger outcropping, but it looks like this one's only way smaller if it's sunken more in the ground and has a small border. But the big rock itself looks the same size to me, so I mean, they may need to work on that model. Aachen Chapel, Imperial Academy now being pulled on the field. I think the Aachen Chapel should be able to reach over to the gold deposit. And that is the 4,000 gold deposits. Better if you put it next to that one. Very nice. There's plenty of coverage for the wood and get some good amount of sheeple, so it could be for a faster castle. Imperial Academy is going on up. This will help them get extra taxable income. I sort of wonder if players could eye a bit of quote-unquote city planning. I'm going to sneeze. Sorry. And maybe put the Imperial Academy say right there, and then have the granaries in a T sort of style around it with a farm in between it and the Imperial Academy, because Imperial Academy also has a tax drop-off location that could allow you to get massive gold generation while having a decent short distance for tax drop-off. I'm wondering if players can plan ahead long for the Imperial Academy just by simply doing that. Maybe a player can, whoever is watching this video, can try to take that advice. Try Imperial Academy and then having it surrounded by 3 sides by the granaries. So it may reduce your food income because of the granary stacking effect, but it may give you better gold collection from the taxable income, which could be more valuable. Because a lot of times I see the triple granary having no drop-off nearby to collect up those taxes. You can build additional town centers for those drop-off. I notice pink does have professional scouts on the field. Red's going for his own professional scouts, so you'll see it's going to be a scout versus scout fight. So a lot of Boston men going across the map, screaming need the dispensal and trying to hit people in the face with a holy mackerel. And since it's scout versus scouts, it will do bonus damage. It looks like both of Red's or Pink's deer deposits spawned right there. Same thing with red as well. And I think these deposits are 5 deer deposits as well. Over here we've got 5 deer deposits. Usually the default for deer deposits are either 3, 7, or 3 or 7. In this case, some maps have 5. This map has also weird gold deposits, and some maps also have 10 deer deposits. And looks like the Holy Roman Empire is going for some Dark Age Spearmen. And pink has some Feudal Age Spearmen. Hardened Spearmen upgrade all the way for red. And this spearman does take a couple stabs there. Oh no, that Auction Chapel does not reach that gold deposit. I greatly overestimated that. Maybe got that mixed up with the Meditation Gardens aura. I can't remember. It could just be my insomnia. Got a good number of pink spearmen here, with a number of red spearmen. Red Scout's going to do a bit of smash and grab to collect the delicious venison. That one will need to drop off the delicious venison. Pink Scout's going to make a run for that venison. But looks like Pink Scout's actually heading over here. Red Scout will lose this fight, but Red does have a single spearman here. Pumbaa's Akuna Matata has been disturbed. Pumbaa gores the Scout there. Scouts can't do much versus this Spearman. Spearman will go down. Do not have the Chinese faction civilization going for his Song Dynasty. Bard of the Kingdom's Sun will help protect both these tiny gold deposits, as well as the front entrance to his base. Lures that Scout away, very nice. Bit of damage there. We do have some early man-at-arms. Early man-at-arms are some of the best units in the entire game. We got Ragni's Cathedral on the build queue for Holy Roman Empire player. And the Chinese player is almost ready to age up as well. Likely go for the astronomical clock tower. The Imperial Palace is the alternative, which is mostly as a lighthouse, which can be nice, but generally the astronomical clock tower, of course, give you a free siege workshop, and those siege units also have plus 50% health. And I say that, and the Imperial Palace is being selected. Imperial Palace does give you a 28 sight radius around it. Also gives you the ability to spy on your opponent's workers, which is very nice. I would just mostly think of the passive effect of the Imperial Palace. It just able to see pretty far away, and it's probably called a lighthouse. Scout does take a bit of damage there. Red Scouts obtain this piece of venison. That looks like the last piece of venison there. There's also a couple pieces here. So almost all the deer on the map has been obtained. Got a Woolo there. We have a Lance here by the Chinese player, so both players are of course in Castle Age. We do have some monks in the field for pink. Red has, of course, his prelates. That prelate does have a relic. Red's already obtained a relic. That prelate does go down. Also note the Woolo, of course, gets attached to the relic rather than to the monk. Veteran Spearman now being researched here. Got some Scouts drawing some fire for pink. One Lancer does go down. Scout down. A couple good hits there on that Lancer with a Spearman. The Spearmen are getting picked off there, but doing some good damage versus these Lancers. The Holy Roman Empire is not out of Spearmen. Right now they're just hardened Spearmen as well. Right now the Chinese player does have 8 Lancers in the field, 9th on the way. The Holy Roman Empire player has 4 Lancers with 4 more on the way. Red's now going for Wheelbarrow. And the Chinese players started bringing some crossbowmen. Scout does take a bit of damage there. As it does take a bit of damage there. And the wolf almost takes out that one Lancer. Of course, the wolf doesn't have too high damage. 37 health as well, so it'll be 37 bites from the wolf. Lancers are now engaging the Knights. Got a couple Spearmen pushing forward. Red Soldiers has hardened Spearmen. We do have a Veteran Spearman for Pink, which has not been focused down, so he's getting some excellent damage here. Red is starting to lose some of these forces there. Red has some crossbows in the back line. More Pink Spearmen pushed forward. Felt like a much better engagement there for Pink overall. Pink does have a slight kill advantage. The advantage is only small at the moment, and a lot of Pink's Lancers are almost down. He'll probably pull them back entirely to a monk. Spearing this one knight will like to go down. They're just falling back to the town center here. Lancers get engaged by multiple targets. Oh, knight does go down. Both those Lancers go down. These villagers are starting to get hit by those Lancers now. We got a couple Spearmen hitting them as well. Town center firing away. Got Wheelbarrow now being reached as well. And it looks like Red's going to be losing a decent number of villagers. Pink so far killed off 11 villagers at the most, a significant amount. Not mentioning Pink has Song Dynasty. Do have some lands can export in the field. They are pretty high damage and they're good journalist infantry units. More villagers go down there, 16 kills. Red at this current rate may need to get out another town center. Don't think the House of Swabia is a possibility at this moment. And you can't now instead get more civilians by going for trade posts. Both those forces do go on down. Veteran horsemen are pulled in the field by the Chinese player. Has the 4,000 gold deposit, but has pretty much no more, just a little bit more gold than the small gold deposits. They'll just laying down some more farms around the Akin Chapel. Lancer and Crossbows was before. The Holy Roman Empire player does have only one knight on the field, 2 more on the battlefield, some crossbow in the field. Overall, the current rate, he just need the Holy Roman Empire player just needs a mix of spearmen. Mostly spearmen. This one only has 1 crossbow on the moment, so mixing some men-at-arms as well wouldn't be half bad. In fact, spearmen and men-at-arms is probably a good combination for the Holy Roman Empire at the moment. Spear, of course, counters both the horsemen and the knights, while the men-at-arms will counter the knight or the horsemen, spearmen, and of course there's only 1 crossbow and help stop that as well. Knights will do some good work against them, but Holy Roman Empire can always get heavy weapons among that sort. Lots of attack things over here. Just got stuff being interrupted. Horsemen trying to engage. We got the spearmen shanking the horsemen. Pink or red has even less villagers at the moment. 34 versus 66. Nearly has half the villagers. Pumbaa's been disturbed once again. Pink could go ahead and just kill off Pumbaa to get the delicious meat inside of it. Pumbaa did go down. I'm not sure where. Did Pumbaa... Oh, right there. Some basic walls going on up there. There's also a decent amount of wood over here, as well as over here. We do now the veteran Zunchnu being researched by Pink. Blue Power plays very far from aging up. Chinese players will. Both players have 2 relics. The last relic is right here, next to a sheeple. Did neither player scout this one out? Neither player spotted that relic there, nor that sheep. I'm sort of surprised there's a sheep next to it. Horseman being pursued. There's a number of spearmen there. Good number of those horsemen going down to the rounds of crossbowmen. Local doggo getting some bites on in, and good number of spearmen can hit. Crossbowmen do take out that wolf. This veteran horseman, if it takes 1 bite from a wolf, it will go down. It has no armor at the moment and 3 health remaining. Villagers migrating over here trying to get the keep as well as the gold deposit. Keeping this gold deposit untouched is a good idea. Try to claim as much gold and sip the map first. Horsemen do take a bit of damage there. Gold deposit now being obtained. This knight will take some fire. And the villagers look inside the keep there. Of course, that horseman will go down, but it's a good trade. Nice being pursued over here. Got a good mix of everything. Got some more Zunchus in front of you. Still just Song Dynasty. Let's see, 2 relics. If you can find the 3rd relic, then he can get out some pagodas and Eye of the Yuan Dynasty. Also get access to the Fire Lancer. Knights push it forward and push the way back. Got some crossbowing. Zunchnu's backing up. Horseman do take some hits there. Spearman over there. Lancers and horsemen pushing over here. Spearman in tow. Got some Zunchnu's there. Nice little concave. Zunchnu's overall seems like it's been a good call for Pink. A lot of light targets for him. And the Homeroom Pirate has not got any range armor, nor has the Chinese player got any plus or any range damage. So Pink could have got a lot of free damage there, plus 1 range damage for a while, and Homeroom Pirate player needs to go for range armor when seeing those Zunchus, because that is a factor times 3. Or not necessarily a factor. Factor implies more exponential, I think, or no. I'm getting all the terminology mixed up in my mind. Plus 2 range damage on the way for the Holy Roman Empire player. Both second sights obtained by Pink. That one's both of them protected by keeps. That'll help him keep it. And going for lumber at the moment. It needs right now. Pink needs all the resources, in particular stone. Last experience being collected. Is it worth to put another mill over there or not? Maybe better. The first mill should have been put in the middle of all the berries. Oh well. Not too many berries left there. Got Pumbaa here, and of course all the berries over there. Pink horseman just going over here, trying to make sure protect the berries, but of course there's nothing there. Keep now being pulled out by red. We already got this keep here. Nothing nearby to protect though, other than a handful of units. We're taking garrison inside the keep to get extra firepower. They do better in there than outside of here. Keep has been fully built and has been garrisoned. Crosswind zooms straight forward. Going to crosswind by red. Pink's army's trying to break on through. As doing a good job, keep his crosswind back. They start to get overran. Got some lance connects and man arms mixed on in. Not really lance connects though. My bad. Empire player does have some resources to work with. Nothing stopped this keep here. Forward Siege Workshop, forward banner wouldn't be half bad. But right now these guys are not currently building. And it looks like red will need some gold. He's trying to also obtain this gold deposit here. It is a 4,000 gold deposit. That's gold deposit being obtained by pink. This one is as well. There's actually some gold here for red to work with. Nothing too much though. But needs to get out some units here. Going for some battering rams. Now Pink's army at 39, Red's army at 29. Pink's Valley is ahead by approximately 33% more than Red's, or 25% less than Pink's. Take your poison. Or for uranium. Do now have these horsemen push way forward. Got a number of spearmen there that can help protect. You have a Magnetic placement there, or Spring Golden placement, but no relic inside there. I'm not sure where his relic's currently located at. Inside the Ignis Cathedral. There's some villagers back there. Horsemen do go down there. Does manage to take out the Lance Connect. This one's still alive though. Battery amps now advancing. We do have 3 minutes 30 seconds left on the 6-side countdown. That's nothing too much. Battery amp could try getting right here and break it down while on top of the sacred site. I think another banner would be a good idea. He has enough wood for it. 200 weapons being researched by red. I think his army is trying to respond to it now. It does break through the walls there, but there's nothing left there other than a couple of villagers click the last of these berries. And pink is actually aging up to the Spirit Way. So it's actually been a while since the last time I saw the Spirit Way. Most times a great gatehouse, because a great gatehouse is a very fine, great gatehouse. Spirit Wave Force makes this dynasty units provide aura benefit to other nearby units upon death. I can't remember if it's all units or just dynasty units. Guess we'll find out soon enough. Let's see. Spirit Wave was established. Way over here, actually. Was not paying attention. Also gives access to some dynasty technologies. Dynasty research can be researched here for 50% less cost and 150% faster, which is quite a bit. When dynasty units killed, nearby units, doesn't say dynasty units, says all units, get increased attack speed and 2 health regen for 10 seconds. The health regen is okay. It's usually... Oh, did he just delete one of his units there? I think he just deleted a unit there to get some health regen there. Am I crazy? I think he just did that. Though... No units. I don't see a carcass there. I have no idea what happened right there. I keep staying alive. 1 minute 30 remaining. Elite Lancers on the field. Elite Horsemen as well. Keep taking some damage here. 1 minute remaining. So Red has to keep on advancing. Astronomical Clock Tower, that would be you and Dynasty. You can also access the Fire Lancers as well as Pagodas. Some of these Dynasty units are going down. The increased attack speed should be pretty useful for the Zoom News. Also increases movement. Ming Dynasty will also give access to increased movement speed for his units. Incendiary arrows. The keep's now set ablaze. 21 seconds. The battle room has to go on top of the sacred site there. He has to get on top of it now. It will get paused if any unit gets on top of it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and surrender. It's Angrade saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. Is it, of course, considered well, not the term. What I'm trying to say, bad sportsmanship not to let the sacred site victory count down another 2 more seconds? Let's see. Only 2 matches I can possibly look at. Yeah, let's do this one. I need to find another drink nearby. When this game gets loaded up, I need to pause. That energy drink didn't last me long enough, and I just need some regular fluids. Give me a moment to grab a drink. Feel a bit of a headache coming on. I think that's because I got some KFC, and KFC is known to be super salty, so almost salt poisonous. Greetings everyone, and Great here of another Age of Empires 4 replay. I'm trying to say Age Mythology for some other reason. Spawn bottom left side is the blue Ibids. We got a 4 name, which that first symbol still looks like a gong to me. On top of our right side is the purple Chinese. We got Not Revan. We got the House of Wisdom course being built. It's actually been a while since I last cast Ibids or Abbasid Dynasty. And I always love the fact that they finally fixed the issue where the age ups for Ibids did not get exposed, and I always like the fact that you can now see the Golden Age stuff right here. Very nice. I wonder if they do that for the dynasties, though. If I were to highlight this, show me what they do. I know the Chinese one's a little bit better. I always forget what Ming Dynasty exactly. Was that increased damage or health for units? I can't remember. When it comes to map generation, blue does have a large gold, stone, and small stone or gold there. Down south, a couple small stone deposits and the gold deposit here. So it's probably better to expand up and leftwards first. For the Chinese player, his gold, large gold is over here with a small and large stone here as well. Small stone somewhat nearby, and the other small gold deposit over here. So it's better for Chinese player to expand down bottom right. Imperial Academy now being researched. We've got Culture Wing Logistics. This will give 2 dervishes. And of course, get the healing effect. Mass healer pack permanently activated. Which also does lock out the cheaper, faster age up, which is usually a pretty popular one. Culture Wing Logistics is not common for age 3, but age 2 Culture Wing Logistics, which suggests to me it's going to be very aggressive, do a lot of pullback micro. Purple's obtaining some wood, of course. Got the gold here, outposts there. Sheeple right there. Got a decent amount of gold sorting up. We're going to see professional scouts. Needs a bit more gold for it. Possibly. It's been either professional scouts or Song Dynasty. Honestly, we got professional scouts, then probably the Song Dynasty. Arrow slits being researched by that one outpost over here. See, one blues deer deposit spawn right there. That's probably not really obtainable. This one is, but nice thing as well, are the dervishes meant to heal scouts? To fight against scouts? Not sure what the age 2 dervish is going to really accomplish. Right now they're just pretty idle there. I don't see any military structures. And purple's going to take a grab again on the venison. And blue doesn't even have something to stop him. Military reinforcement got fast castle for the Ayabid player. Military reinforcements is usually, I see people go for either age 2 or age 4. Age 3 gives them 3 desert raiders every 2 minutes. And looks like Magenda's now going to be eyeing to obtain that delicious venison. This mill is pretty far forward, so may want to get an outpost or 2 in that region. But he's going to be eating very well. Chinese player has almost enough gold to age on up, just needs some more food. Dervish and Scout just causing issues there. Now got a proper stable in the field. Yeah, and for veteran Desert Raiders to go along with the free Desert Raiders, probably not a bad idea. Got a couple horsemen being pulled up by Magenta, so it's probably a good time for me to slow down. Of course, dervishes do have that nice, powerful mass heal, self-healing. Picks up a relic. He maybe will do a Wolo. Going for Wolo. Does avoid it. Got the Imperial Palace now obtained, which is the Lighthouse. So the Chinese both players now advance to the next age. And we've got some Lancers in the build queue for the Chinese player. His opponent is going for some Camel Lancers. Already has 3 free Desert Raiders in the field. Always go for veteran Desert Raiders here. They pull out their swords, which they do get bonus damage versus cavalry. Times 2 multiplier against cavalry, like Camel Riders. Nice as we get hit there on that scout. Camels does get a bit of charge attack there. Overall, I think it's a bad idea to go for horses against the IU bits. Probably good idea to get some good amount of spearmen. So there's a good number of scouts in the field. He is trying to obtain this venison here as well. Got a couple dead carcasses there. Majetta's or Blue's force here is actually quite wounded. He needs to get out Dervish in this region. Blue's claimed 2 relics and picked up a 3rd. Oh, looks like he's going to lose some scouts. Nope, does make. Wait, can scouts even be converted? We still have Tang Dynasty scouts, which have better vision range. I didn't see the little arrow and notification above those scouts. Can scouts not be converted? I think they can, right? That looked like it should have been converted. I know siege weapons can't be converted, nor can heroes. Lancers clean up the rest of these forces there. Got still one more Lancer. Camel Lancer, I should say. Last Desert Raiders go down. Right now, they're still just veteran or hardened Desert Raiders, H2 Desert Raiders. I bid player. Let's see. The next 2 next set of Camel Lancers or Desert Raiders is in 70 seconds. Hardened Spearmen now being reached by Chinese players. Let's go on I to get some Spearmen. Camera Lancers do get a good hit there on those Lancers. Good hit there. Got these forces now pushing the way forward. Good number of camel Lancers there. Only 8 villagers can get inside this village. You got the mass heal for a bit of mass healing. Does manage to get outside in there. And Candier in placement of the primary town center. The capital is going to be decently effective. Desert Raiders here, now veteran Desert Raiders, now engaging. But they're just their bows. They're still they have pretty good bow, better than archers' bow by far. Trying to engage these units over here. Desert Raiders are starting to fall on back now. And they do all go down there. Got still a good number of Lancers on the field, but they are pretty wounded. More Desert Raiders pushing forward. Got now the Camel Lancers falling on back. Able to get a pretty good flank, pretty good impalement, getting max ramp up. Of course, the Camel Unease debuff is actually going to be very effective against all these units. The Lancers want to fall back, though some of these guys may go down. Another one goes down there. Another volley there. Does not take another one. Does come a bit more volley there, and these 2 are falling back. And you find a monk to get healed on up. Survival techniques now be reached by the Ibid player. I'm not sure how much. Don't think that's actually going to be worth it. There's basically no food left, meat on the left side of the map, so I'm not sure what he's going for it. I like also Hump Pumbaa. Eating pork as haram. Got a good number of spearmen there. Hardened spearmen right now. Veteran spearmen and all the research on the way for the Chinese player. Nowhere near close to aging on up. Has pretty much no gold. And Blue is getting pretty low on food as well. And he may not realize that oh, berries, that makes sense. But he may not realize the fact that all the deer down there has been claimed. Nice bit of mass sealing there. You'll see it's enough health there to engage. Has to be careful, spearman though. Good number of spearmen here, but a good number of lancers. And he still has 6 scouts in the field, probably all left over from the initial part of the game. Going around decapturing the 6 sites is probably a good idea. Merchant's trying to obtain this gold deposit. Then he could probably really try to fortify over here. There's just a single lone gold deposit there. That's a house, not an outpost. Let's just go down there. Blue's managed to obtain every single relic as well, so no need to even eye for pagodas from the Chinese player. He also goes to the national. He says actually does not even have Song Dynasty just yet, does he? I was gonna say he could eye for Yuan Dynasty, but doesn't even have Song Dynasty. Those villages will go on down there. Some spearmen being picked off by those desert raiders. And right now, Magenta does have pretty good village advantage, even without Song Dynasty. As ready to fire some volleys there. Spring Gold in place of firing away. This one's being upgraded to Spring Gold now. All spearmen there. And it looks like this fortified outpost will take a bit of a beating. At least the house wasn't past 10 fire armor, taking a lot less damage. Does take a dirge there. These not desert raiders firing away. I wonder if it's all from the House of Wisdom. Probably not. I've not been paying too close attention in the build queue. But yeah, even put a screen in the bottom barrel food. He does have 3 villagers queued on up. He does have another town over here. But these villagers are being called over here as well. It's not good for Blue. Trying to focus down these camels. Got an arrow slit outpost right here as well, which is fully fortified. The Magenta's forces are split on up, and these forces are likely to get picked on off from the various defensive emplacements. Magenta does have a good number of spearmen here. Overall, just mass spearmen is going to be a good idea for the Chinese player. Probably go for Song Dynasty. Product in the Sun being deployed. That's an okay spot. Probably a bit better to actually deploy it over here. Yeah, I'm not sure why he deployed over here. There's only a single gold deposit and some stone. Going over here will protect the gold deposit, this gold deposit. The berries that also mingling with the gold deposit. I think those berry bushes were trying to play Asian mythology and go for Aphrodite, but I think they made a mistake. That's not how you become golden fruit. We have now the herbal medicine research and military academies. Military academies should not affect this right there. But Blue does have every single relic, which is very good. Giving a very good amount of gold, a 240, actually just in one. 80 times 5, so 400, effectively 10 villagers. So effectively 56 versus 66, so that should greatly even out. Look at the destroyed value. Ooh, look at the destroyed value. It has a much higher destroyed value than Magenta, but might as well. Some of those were free desert raiders. And Blue is been going for manually building some desert raiders. Chinese players starting to mix in more a solid number of spearmen. Did I actually see the sacred site with a heal effect above its symbol? I think I'm just going crazy. That may have been the gold popping up symbol. I just got that mixed up because I wasn't really looking at it directly. That's dead camel. Don't see dead villagers in this area. Looks like both players are going for additional range armor at the moment. Another dervish there. There's one of Magenta's scouts, which she still has 2 of them in the field. For Desert Raiders, right now they have 11 damage per for the bow attack, which is pretty good in fast attack speed than archers, so it's effectively a ×2 archer. And Veteran Desert Raiders' health is almost ×2 of our veteran archers. Well, I think veteran archers have what, 90 health this age? Can't remember exactly. Of course, have good mobility. 480 resources. They're a pretty good archer unit. Though they don't, of course, get any bonus multipliers. But they can get a fast attack speed of tier 5 here, making them an excellent camel archer, or mounted archer, I should say. And again, now think about it, archers don't have 11 damage. Veteran archers this age has 7 base damage, not 5, so maybe not. Maybe my offhand math was very incorrect. About 1.5 archers they are. Villagers do take a bit of damage there. This player pretty far from aging on up. The Ibid player has almost enough gold, needs a lot more food, and it's been having trouble with maintaining the food. Local doggo goes down. Almost took out this camel lancer. It would do 1 damage per bite though. A very good number of spearmen. He's reading his opponent's composition quite well. Agent for elite armory tactics will be very useful. Right now that both players have similar civilian counts thanks to the second town center versus just Song Dynasty. This is effectively 1.25 town centers. And we've also got a good amount of relics for blue. Army Valley is in favor of Magenta, and also prefer Magenta's current composition because it's more of a designated counter force. Higher place now with some archers. Maybe a little bit later moment. Desert Raiders definitely need to focus on their bow skills. And we almost see Golden Age tier 4 for blue, making your siege weapons cost even less. Additionally, the Ibids, or like Abyss and Dynasty, have free improved siege engineers, so archers could deploy out some spring golds on the field.
琴看着不错。我应该会比我更长寿。
فترت مشهودا شيئا.
Whoever is trying to claim this sacred site there, all sacred sites at the moment are neutral. And it looks like the horsemen and lancers trying to gauge some of these villagers. Gets a pretty good impalement there, and does trap some of those villagers as well. Very nice. Saves a decent number there. And here comes the spearman. He's trying to fall back. The formation move's not going great for him. Just in a general A move forward. Desert Raiders or Camel Lancers in front. He can stop the horsemen. Spearmen now able to connect with all those Desert Raiders or like Camel Lancers. And now got the Desert Raiders firing from the back line. Kind of close the distance, getting some good hits there. And looks like Magenta Spearman is trying to quickly get disintegrated there. It's going for more horsemen reinforcements. The Chinese player has very low wood, has decent coal reserve, and not too much food at the moment either. Our Spearman's on fall back there, took a lot of free games here. Blue has a much higher destroyed value now. Again, it went pretty well for him. Now he does have Golden Age Tier 4, which means the cheaper siege weapons. Now Spring Golds cost 200 resources, pretty cheap. Horsemen's trying to charge the way forward. Some of these archers are getting hit there. Desert Raiders starting to get in melee there. Got some crossbowmen helping engage like Camel Lancers. These Desert Raiders, they may look very well armored. They're classified as light. They do have good melee armor. Able to resist quite a bit of the bows damage from the Spearmen. Yeah, but I think Chinese players pulling out too many archers. Right now, Zunch News would be better. Maybe misreading, thinking these guys may be light, but you probably should know that these are heavy, and should know those are light. Horsemen do quite well. Mangonel's went for Nesta Bees probably wouldn't be half a bad idea as well. Of course, he went for the Imperial Palace, not for the astronomical clock tower. Speaking about stuff like that, Yuan Dynasty Fire Lancers maybe wouldn't be half bad. There's also one Yuan Dynasty increases mobility. Economic wing growth, so the Ivan players aging on up. Economic wing growth does provide 10 villagers and also make all his villagers plus 10% more effective. Spearman charging way forward, crossbows back line. Horseman comes for a nice little flank here. Some students are being picked up from the flank. Horseman able to connect. It looks like Magenta has a pretty good surround there. I still disagree with the archer or crossbow. Archers and or Zunchus would be better. Economic boot growth is going to be another minute before complete. Definitely should get Tide Bar out as soon as possible as well. And the IB player actually has a pretty good stockpile of resources. The Chinese player sort of scraping the bottom of the barrel. And the IB player does have probably should stop building any more villagers and going for a massive queue of archers and camel lancers. Does cancel the camel lancers, going straight archers. So nest speeds will be very nice at the moment.
天足以亡情，看得不错。
This player has enough gold age on up, needs some more food. The Great Gatehouse will probably be deployed over here. Dallas can go for Spirit Way. Dervish does go down there. And we do have Golden Age Tier 5. So Camel units now attack 20% faster. Now these Venom Desert Raiders have now a 1.02 attack speed, which nearly matches Magidai. They have now at range, they have a better DPS than Magidai. Not to mention a better base range than Magidai. For Khan's Hunter, they have equal range. With Silk Bow, they will have equal range. No, Khan's Hunters will give them, what, 1.5 in this age? So a little bit less range, but still. Spirit Way not being researched. Senior is not being researched. So yeah, the Veteran Desert Raiders does have some comparisons to Magidai this moment. They also, let's see, there's some camel upgrades, right? Or blacksmith. Here we go. Increase infantry, increase the armor of nearby camels by 3. So mixing 2 is going to be very powerful. Horseman overall is a good call. I think Fire Lasers do bonus age versus range. I can't remember. I know they have lesser range armor, and of course they have heavy cavalry movement speed. And Bull Call for a good number of these villagers there before they get this keep and gold being collected on. Very good pick there. He does spend all of his gold reserve right now. He's going for a good number of horsemen. The senior arrows have been researched, so now he sees what his opponent's going for. Elite crossbowman, that's a bad idea versus all of these units. I disagree with that deployment. Got also level 3 armor for the Chinese player. He's low on food, or he's out of wood and gold. So got these gold deposits over here. Biology, that makes sense. Horses far away. We've got some camel desert raiders in the back. Desert raiders do take a bit of damage there. Horsemen now advancing. Seniors allows them to punch through the armor much better than normally. These guys up to 8 range armor. Got the mass heal from the dervish. Got some Memluk's bravery. Purple's able to close the distance. Yoon Dynasty seems more attractive to me, but of course he has no resources available at the moment. You're now battle hard and not being researched by the Palace Guard. Archers firing away, getting enough bulk in front of him to let the archers sort of stand still and fight. crossbowman is still not a great option. He's not fighting against any heavy units. He's still putting more crossbowmen. But because he's out of wood, now I'm understanding why he's going for crossbowmen. Just simply out of wood is a huge issue. Maybe some lancers wouldn't be half bad. Bit too expensive though, probably not cost effective enough. More horsemen being pushed on forward. Thank you for the YouTube subscription. Welcome to the channel. Market's starting to fall back now. And it looks like I elite palace guard transition. Can't get you in Dynasty though. And the reduced armor is going to be probably a little bit painful, those palace guard, but the increased health will help even that out. Of course, we probably won't be able to see Incendiaries, let alone elite armor tactics for the palace guard anytime soon. Blue has consumed his food reserve, has still some wood and gold to go along with it. Horseman now closing on in. Next to the Desert Raiders, which he's still getting a handful of them free. Also, Blue's bringing some zone horsemen to hold the line. Very nice. Elite Palace Guard now being researched now. Now let's go for the Zooch new upgrade. Got the Elite Fire Lancer, still needs the UN Dynasty forward. Each techniques could still be researched, but will only give him, what, 8% increased collection rate? 8% collection rate's not exactly great at this moment. It's understandable if he at least gets to UN Dynasty. Has a lot of incendiary archers. Could try some nested bees. Palace Guard and horsemen straight forward. The horsemen still streaming on in. Able to close on distance. The archers, however, while they're technically countered by horsemen, they are just simply here in large enough numbers. Horsemen coming in a little too small numbers. These horsemen able to just hold the line for long enough. Horsemen trying to go around for a bit of a flank. Blue does manage to capture a secret site there. Tripping gunpowder now being restricted by the IE bid player. He has a nice even 100 structures. I don't know if that's on purpose or not. Maybe that just capped out on the counter there. I'm not sure. It seems a little bit too even. If it's 99, it'll at least be odd. Archers on forward, got these horsemen now advancing. Vegeta does have a decent amount of horsemen. And Vegeta does have a decent gold reserve. All success catched up by Blue. And now he's going for court architects. And I think he's building a keep somewhere, because I thought I saw him have 1,000 stone. Of course, and purple does go ahead and resign. The sand grade saying, thank you for watching, and on to next replay. I have time for one more replay for tonight. Let's find a good one. Let's see this one. 27 minutes, we could do that one. $33. 20 seconds, perfect. 56 minutes, let's go pog behind that one. Yep. Let's do this one, but I do need to use the restroom, so please give me a moment. My apologies, I'm back, and let's go ahead and get started. Greetings everyone, Angrid here, another Age of Empires 4 replay. Spawn on the bottom left side is the cyan Order of the Dragon, we got Myriad. Spawn on top right side is the orange Ayubids, we got Core, lowercase o. When it comes to map generation, notice immediately for cyan, got pretty good map generation here. Got of course the 2 gold deposits, but what's more interesting, got the 3 wood up front, so he has some pretty good natural coverage. Moomba and another gold deposit just a little bit on the outside of it. And of course, got the gold deposit here, and both deer deposits close by to each other as well. So it feels like a pretty good map generation for cyan overall. For orange, he has a wood deposit spawn behind it, which means safe to collect. This one feels like a spawn pretty far away, and does have this one that does provide some natural coverage. We got, of course, the berries right there. His first expansion is way front and forward. His natural is behind him. Oh, we got a spearman rush there. How much gold does he have? He has enough to age on up. And he's going for economic wing growth, which will of course give him 3 villagers and orchards to provide additional food. And he left that one with 6 food remaining. Very good micro there. Maybe a good idea for him to drop off the food and just go for this one. Just better safe than sorry. You know, I don't think orange's map generation is all that great. Got this one very far forward. Gold deposit here is okay. Got, of course, the small and large gold deposit way over here. Stone deposit out in the open as well. Deer deposit and deer deposit pretty spread out. Looks like a really bad map generation for orange, while good for cyan. So, cyan does have some good advantages. Going fast forward since back to economic phase. Order of the Dragon players going for the Akin Chapel for a bit of extra collection rate. And we've got a bit of stone being clicked up there, so sign for a secondary town center. Meaning one between these 2 gold deposits seem pretty good to me. You don't really see all the dragon players go for a secondary town center now, do you? Unless he's trying to go for fortified outposts or something like that? Not sure. Orange sign for the archery range. Of course, get 3 free villagers. And orange is eyeing for a bit of archer aggression. Made something to counter out that spearman. Probably meant to counter the spearman. And go even more forward to this gold deposit. Yep, he's just trying to displace that spearman. Arden Gilded Spearman now researched. And orange is for an archer and scout. Orange has 2 archers in the field. Spearman does hide away from the archer, very nice, utilizing the shrubbery. The Ungilded Scout will spot these villagers, collecting up food. And looks like these villagers are going for a town center on the deer deposit. How a year ago? That's, you don't really see this Ford town center deployed all too often anymore. At least in the games I cast. Archer's getting hit there. Scout receiving some damage there. Spearman on the flank. Spearman does have half health. And this archer is backing on off now. Do have now a relatively fast age up, castle age for orange, going for Portugal logistics, give him 3 dervishes, and I'll quickly grab some relics. He has a bit of field pressure with the archers. He also seen the secondary town center. The chance of a kill age 3 is fast age 3 for a sign is not likely. In fact, not at all fast or in nearby future. His base has no gold. Local doggo demands headbats. 1 Guild Horseman there. Able to obtain some relics would be great. Or the Dragon player definitely should try aging up to the Bulgrove Palace at this current rate and not go for the Regnese Cathedral, because orange is going to be grabbing the relics. This also forfeits the faster, cheaper age up. Golden Age Tier 1 has been reached as well, getting plus 10 collection for all resources, very nice. Guild Horseman is going to cause some issues. You can take out these archers, no problem. Impales another archer there. Ivan Play is going for more archers. Cultural logistics is almost complete. Dervish is splitting on up, which is heading for this relic, which is currently protected, and this relic here. No mosque in the field just yet. We can always just take the relics, drop them there, and go for others. Most of venison has been claimed, and we've got the Bulgar Palace now being deployed in the field. And the rapidly being built there. Make this units it's effectively a barracks that is built and researched 35% faster and makes this unit 35% cheaper. Very nice. With constant production, it can match up to 3 relics of the from the Regnese Cathedral. assuming you're maintaining constant production at it. Do not have a veteran, or not necessarily veteran camel lancers, but just camel lancers not deployed in the field. Overall, seems like some man-at-arms would be good. Gilded man-at-arms for Cyan. And there's the age up. Gilded Spearmen do take a bit of damage from those archers. They'll start to fall back, taking more hits there. Gilded Lancer, or not Gilded Lancer, Camel Lancer charging. Does impale through the Scout. Get some free damage here. Do have this talented here, but of course, Orange, Ibids, and Absidency have free improved siege engineers. Looks like a Gilded Horseman went down there. The Camel Lancer has taken minimal damage. The Gilded Horseman had what, 12 damage? With the Camel, and he's the buff and the 4 armor, so 9 health remaining. Yeah, that seems about right. A veteran Gilded Spearman research now the way for the Order of the Dragon player. We also got some Gilded Crossbowmen. Camel Lancer charge way forward. There's nowhere near enough space. Pretty good hit there. Takes out enough villagers. Looks like a lot of whiff hits there as well. Another one does go down. More of these gilded villagers do go down. Remember, so gilded villagers do have 65 health, so that's probably safe some of them. Makes them take another hit inherently. And do almost have the Golden Age Tier 2. Does have Golden Age Tier 2 for faster research speed, which is always very nice. And looks like the Ivy player is actually getting pretty low in food. We got a good number of forces advancing. Obtaining some delicious venison. Only 5 villagers there for the single outpost. Camel Lancer is charging way forward. Some of those are already wounded. One that does go down there. 4 villagers killed off by Orange. As well, these gilded villagers are, of course, 28% more effective. So add 28% here, which is hard to do mathematically. 20% would be plus 10. So 28%, I'm just going to say it's 15. I'm going to say 14. And it'll be 66 versus 49. So the Ibids do have plus 10 collection for all resources, inherent benefit. They have the same base economic, a little bit more there. But add 10% here, so add 5, so 66 versus 55 roughly. Design does have better economy. Of course, has 2 town centers compared to Orange's just 1. Looks like all the sacred sites sort of spawned a little bit more on one side of the map. Not too very well even. Battle ramps now advancing. Good hits there. Battle ramps trying to connect onto that outpost. Archers engaging. We do have, of course, the dervishes have the mass heal effect. Good damage there. Camel Lancer charge way forward. Does get braced a little bit there. Got some man-arms mixed on in. Got now emergency repair to help prolong that building's life. Camel Lancer's charging in as well. I heard a lot of good charge hits there. Going straight for the crossbow mans. But get inside the town center and pop on the far side. Going straight for the villagers now. That's what the Bulgar Palace. These are man-at-arms. Need some gilded spearmen right now. Trying to building, nothing at the moment. I also got more of these villagers getting hit there as well. That's exactly what Orange needs to even out the economy. This bit of polling. Orange also has every single relic on the map, which effectively gives them plus 10 villagers. So right now the economy seems pretty similar to me at the moment, if after all the benefits. Have these units falling back now? Got a couple Mangonels, or the unique ones for Abyss of Dynasties, which just have another firing mode. The Mangen Key, or how to pronounce that. I have no idea how to pronounce that still. Got plus 1 range armor for Orange. Signs going for more Gilded Spearmen, more Gilded Crossbowmen, and more Gilded Man-Arms. Right now, Orange is a higher army value as well. Another Mangonel there. Does have 2 battering rams for battering down the structures. And does have Golden Age Tier 3, makes production speed 20% faster. Battering rams now advancing. Mangonels fire the incendiary barrage there. Not exactly great versus infantry, but does offer decent damage versus structures. All these melee units push forward. The Mangonels probably should have been fighting the arms this entire time, honestly. Roll some misses there. Missing the crossbow, they need to be mainly targeted towards the range units, I would say. Does get a decent volley there. 2 of these crossbowmen are still, or Mangonels are still alive. Does get good cleave through there. Does take out that Mangonel there with the last remaining man-at-arms. All the Mangonels do go down. Camelites are being picked off by the Gilded Crossbowmen. Now we're starting to fall back there. I think a bit of poor control there from those Mangonels should have been used to engage the army the entire time. Hitting those structures, it can be quite nice to hit those structures, but it's really, honestly, the regular barrage is not bad hitting structures as well. Unless it does go down. Right now, Cyan has a much higher destroyed value. I think that was relatively poor control there by Orange. Orange has less of a smaller army size than Cyan. More crossbow ability for the IE-bid player, and so does this number of archers. Not doing all too great economy-wise. Let's see, 72 versus 73. I just saw 19 villagers went idle there. So looks like these groups, so this gold deposit did go down. On to these other gold deposits. And 1 6 sites have been decaptured, so Orange will not have victory claimed anytime soon. Let's see now. Orange has deployed a secondary town center now. Oh yeah, I left the minimap in a large size. I don't know if you guys want to see the large minimap or the smaller minimap. In the early game, bringing up the larger minimap is quite nice. But sometimes I sort of forget it's right there. The amount of stuff is sort of right here, it just sort of blends in. In top center, or just top part of the map, villagers being forced off the berry deposits. Orange cut off 12 villages, signs only cut off 3. Let's see, add 20% to this. And I'm just going to say add 25. So it's roughly, I'm just going to say 100 villagers as offhand math, but it's going to be incorrect. No, 25 would make no sense. So that'll be close to 33. 100 is still close enough. I'm just going to go with 100. Versus, let's see, plus 10% from the Golden Age. So plus add 8, plus add another 10 from, yeah, looks like the economists are still keeping even overall. They both have maxed out economic upgrades for this age. Men at arms trying to torch down this structure. Got some of these villagers nearby. They can simply just run more north. And it's not being researched from Hardened Spearman. Hardened Spearman, it's a cheap upgrade, might as well get it, even though he's not fighting against any arm or any mounted unit. At least make it one less step you have to worry about researching when you need to get to veteran or elite spearmen. IB player has decent resource flow, so he may be on the age up, does not have access to faster, cheaper age up. Does have military ring reinforcements for 10 desert raiders every 2 minutes, or free level 3 blacksmith upgrades, which you would be very good as well. I have no idea what Trading Ring Bazaar does in Age 4 Trading Ring Bazaar. At that point in time, they have to be basically free to be worth anything. Every 3 minutes, 4 favorable trades. The trades are permanently set depending on the age that they are constructed at. When using Trade Wing and enter later ages, more lucrative trades. I have no idea how that looks. It's too subject for RNG. I think this ability should just Trading Bazaar should be a bit more organized with less RNG, where you get supply charges every so often. I don't know, something. I don't like the RNG aspect. And he is going for military reinforcements, which is a pretty good value play. The other ones, the Trade Wing Advisors give 7 structures permanent bonus health units. We got the very rare Elsbach Palace now being established up here to help find the gold and stone. He has already a good amount of villagers there, so he doesn't really need the full effect of the Palace of Swabia. So Elsbach Palace to help also cure some very valuable gold is a very good idea. We got a pretty good firing line spring guards here. Crossbowmen, archers, engaging. Some of these spring guards are going down. The good crossbowmen do hit pretty hard. Would hit even harder if he had the other Age 1 landmark for steel bolts. Orange is losing quite a bit of stuff here. Military reinforcements will of course give him some reinforcements. He may at least get the veteran research for the Desert Raiders researching right now. The Dark Age or Feudal Age Desert Raiders are not too great in Imperial Age, let's be honest. Elsbach Palace now deployed in the field, trying to obtain gold and stone. Elite man-at-arms and elite crossbowmen racers for the Order of the Dragon player. the Ivy player eyes for gunpowder units, he definitely should go for his gilded archers. And they also have the scaled armor possibility to give them +3 range armor. Desert Raiders are straightforward. They indeed fact the feudal age Desert Raiders. You've got the veteran Desert Raider research on the way, as well as elite horsemen and elite crossbowmen. And you have now the increased gold drop-off research for the Order of Dragons. It's a very good research. Man arms will be going down, just leaving crossbowmen engage crossbowmen. We got a man arms engage some of these villagers right there. Spring golden placement being upgraded somewhere here. No tithe launch just yet for the Ibid player, which does have everything relic for it. Large amounts of research now being researched. Almost enough for Golden Age 2 or 4. Nope, needs 12 more structures. Not 40, but 50. Or's now trying to obtain this gold deposit. That's not going to go well. Buzzblock Palace does have increased health and Buzz by the damage reduction influence aura.
Angeschossen habe ich ungern.
More Desert Raiders, veteran Desert Raiders. He could go for elite Desert Raiders, but not critical at this moment. He's also out of gold, so he needs this gold. He has a good amount of farms back here, and a massive power research for the Order of the Dragon player. He does have their economies are pretty similar, but I think Sign has pulled slightly ahead. Go from point of view. Sign could also eye for pulling out less military units in the field, or less villagers in the field to get more military units in the field. Which he may not be doing. Got the horsemen straightforward, got a good number of spearmans there. They have similar military unit size. But Orange is higher the army value at the moment. Horsemen and Desert Raiders charging way forward. All of them are light units. There are no heavy units for the Ibid player for the crossbowmen to counter. Orange has a good number of crossbowmen as well, which Cyan has no heavy units. Ball run's going to quickly be picked off by those horsemen. Gold deposit almost fully seized here, which is very nice for Cyan. I'll grab the keep now. There's of course a paratrebuchet sieging it. Cyan's trying to grab as much gold as possible before going on down. These villagers need to get a drop of gold they have in their pockets or in their hands and go to the keep. Let's get fully inside the keep there. Sign did lose a good number of villagers, so Orange has a better economy at the moment. Though no tithe orange just yet, you can see the lack of gold stone income. Keep will be destroyed, and those of these villagers will go on down. The armor attack is now the way for the Order of the Dragon player, and he will lose a good chunk of those villagers there. That's still pretty good control of this gold in this region. And go for a basic arrow push the waterway village from cooking up that piece of gold. How much gold is left right here? 1,500, so it's worth the claim. Just imagine a small gold deposit that does not exist on this map. The one of the 1,600 gold deposits. Fortified outpost here. Get some damage on these horsemen. So bow strings not being used for the order of the dragon place, so it looks like an eye for gilded archers, has some cannoneers as well. Signs pushing up north, trying to claim as much gold as possible. Could go for another mining camp there for more saturation. Orange will slowly clean up all that infrastructure. Sign does have a significant army here and has a larger army value in the field, as well as more army population in the field. The archers push way forward, hand cannoneers as well. I don't think I've seen Serpentine Gunpowder just yet. Serpentine Gunpowder actually can stack with Cyan for Order of Dragon, so they can get a pretty good sprint. So their attack speed is faster than the duration of the Serpentine Gunpowder, so they can actually stack up speed and sprint across the map if they stand along the firing. Senior is not being researched by the IB player, also going for elite archers as well. Both players have some hand cannoneers. Order Dragon players go for a decent number of them. Those was quickly on down, but also keep Ruby build some time. He's getting inside the keep, he's not paying close enough attention. Does lose all those villagers there. And now the keep is taking a bit of damage there. Down south we do have some horsemen hitting these villagers. Keeps taking some damage. We also got the culverin firing away. Out there against killing in combat. These guys do have 29 force damage. Dragon Cannoneers and the Gilded Archers getting some good damage on, but they're getting countered by the Archers. Cannoneers firing away. We do see Dragon Scaled armor on these Archers. And Desert Archers also floating here as well. Gilded Spearmen hitting them. And these guys are quickly ripped apart there. And it looks like this trebuchet will go down to the Man-at-Arms. And the Order of Dragon players going for more Dragon Cannoneers. No Serpentine Gunpowder on them just yet. Archer's getting some good bonus damage there. Got some Keylongs being poured on the field. I'm not sure how effectively we will be right now. He is going to go for elite Keylongs. And Cannoneers can be quite good against Keylongs. Another round of horsemen plotted by Orange. Very nice. Culverins, triple culverins now being poured on the field. Sitting on the moss with 3 of these relics inside. He does have Tide Barn. The moss does go down. Horsemen trying to charge, take out those culverins. Those are popping folks down. No siege walks just yet, though. And Side's now going for the Serpent Gunpowder. Another round of Desert Raiders now pulled in the field. Grand Canyoneers do have 4.5 tower range, same as the Desert Raiders before they get Silk Bowstring, but they, of course, they actually do not. Or probably should to get Silk Bowstring soon, but right now he's running low on gold. Doesn't have too much wood either, so Archbishop is a little bit trouble. He's going for a big round of horsemen. Last culverin does go down there. Sign down south does have a man arts being picked off by Keep. Horsemen and Orge starting to fall back to the region. I heard relics picked them up. Looks like another mosque being built, so Ivan's going to try to pick them up. Rounds of villages going down. Do have a battering ram here. These villages do have 98 health. The cannon does 73 damage, so it will take more than one shot to take them out, but the AoE damage is another matter. And we do have Orange now trying to push down the battering ram. Horseman down there will be going down. Orange is still grabbing this gold deposit here. Cyan's trying to stop him. Large number of stables there. Cyan's on it for a bit more stability in his life. They got now the elite spearman reaching all the way for the Ibid player. It looks like Orange is going to lose this keep and all the villagers inside, but Orange is going to be pushed forward here. We have biology research. We do have what appears to be the army tactics. Orange now push way forward. We got a good number of forces over here. Orange firing away. Good number of gilded archers and all the melee infantry starting to pull them in. Orange not really engaging them though, taking a lot of free damage there. Horseman is trying to engage some of the spearmen towards the villagers. Blue's now eyeing, or Science now eyeing for biology. Capital is of course being garrisoned by all these villagers. Horsemen trying to engage those archers. Science losing a good number of villagers. Capital's fully garrisoned. Those are scouts. Orange deployed a big ground scouts for some odd reason. Maybe that'd been a misclick. I first thought they were warrior scouts, but that's of course the wrong civilization. More gilded horsemen pushed on the field. Got some spearmen, however, engaged. Got the garrisons on the front line trying to get mass sealing done. Archers and continues in the back line. Culverins push right forward. Some of these horses escaping on by, but they're slowly being picked on off. Science able to break through this center though. Mining camp does go down, minor loss. Gate does go down there. Force does back on off. Got more of these archers straightforward. Engineers and archers being hit quite hard there. Science horsemen trying to go straight for looks like killing farms or killing off villagers. Spearmen advancing, intercepts some of the killing horsemen. Archers retaliating though. Now got the grease axle resource for the Order of the Dragon player. Horsemen being pursued there and there. Horsemen now advancing. He's in the barracks there. These horsemen trying to skirt on by. These horsemen heading up north. Sun's infrastructure slowly going down. Side starting to slowly win the game. Orange has a bit of wood to work with, not too much food and very little gold. For the elite camel or elite desert raider. Strength being picked on off there. More man-arms, more archers. Over and slowly advance the way forward. Up north we do have just an outpost here. And looks like Sign has just blocked off this area to prevent trade, though there may or may not be an opening right there. There's a stump there, so I'm not exactly sure. Orange does have a good amount of villagers. Sign does as well. Of course, he's lacking the relics. May as well add 20% here. It's going around to 25%, a goal of 100, so plus 25, so they have roughly similar economies. Of course, Ibid does have the Golden Age Tier 1, as well as the relics, which is providing a great amount of income. So Orange does have a better economy, even though he's on the defensive. Signpost with his him being offensive, he has less civilian population, he can get a larger army fielded. He has 97 versus 74. So has now obtained every single sacred site, so a good eye for keeps around there. Actuality, Orange would easily be captured. Just task one of those villagers to be captured. And it looks like Orange trying to go for Sign's trying to go for a keep here. It's also right next to the sacred site. Horseman comes for a nice little flank there. Got a number of gilded spearmen. Going straight for those culverins. One goes down. Second likely going down. But it's getting repaired by the villagers, so he does save the last remaining culverins. A number of spring goals upon the defensive position since he has eventually tier 5 Golden Age. These now Desert Raiders are almost as effective as Magidai, actually probably equal to Magidai at this moment in time. Of course, they don't have super bowstrings, so they don't get increase in range. A lot of hits there. Takes out Spring Ball to fall in the with the two culverins of Cyan. This culverin's taking a bit of beating there. Does not take it out there. This culverin's taking a bit of beating. Both sides just funneling reinforcing the center of the map. Both sides has a good amount of archers firing away. Both sides control maintaining maximum population. Orange is eyeing for more spearmen and horsemen. And has a mix of resources but nothing too significant, while Cyan does also lack quite a bit of gold. Has some wood, very little wood, but plenty of food to work with. But he's eyeing for just general horsemen and archers still. Orange slowly breaking out this containment, has a very large number of culverins on the field. There's a science keep there. Take site up here has been decaptured. Side's not going for another keep. I think that was a cancel? Yeah, so has 1,000 stone there. Rolling shot is now being researched by Orange. Central VP is now being decaptured by Orange. So his army's getting a little split up there. More horsemen, more archers being brought up with the Order Dragon player, but right now he's not deploying anything, and he's far from pop cap. Orange is at pop cap. Decaptures another sacred site there. Science falling back, still not. He's putting a couple more Dragon Hand Cannoneers. I think right now also just going for mass man arms against them. Yeah, probably mass man arms at the moment. Or it's not going for textiles. Science still not building a whole lot. He has a bit of gold and wood to work with. I'm not sure what he's planning right now. Orange sign for siege works. Orange does not have too much resources to stockpile as well, but could eye for a bit of a trade transition. But he maybe I'm just trying to close up the game rather than go for any longer. This map has very little gold remaining, just a tiny bit right here. Orange does, of course, have every single relic, and his opponent has none, so at least denying his opponent's trade is always quite good. Orange does have a pair of villagers down there. A simple outpost in the corner right there would be just good enough to help spot and deny trade. Orange not going for silk bowstring. It's going for all the university technologies. Also known for the lack of a bit more berries in the field. What's left of them? Ivy Play has plenty of food, has a decent wood reserve, has a good number of spearmen and horsemen queued on up, very nice, and has some spring golds queued on up as well. Not too much gold at the moment. Did some of those things just die? That must have been a deletion order there. Looks like Orange is attacking those units there. I'm not sure. Dustbach Palace is now under fire. No markets over here. If we have to delete these 3 farms, probably for proper market placements either way. Order Dragon has plenty of food and wood, but not. It has some build queue going. Orange doesn't get a massive queue going. Signs now advancing a number of villagers, trying to go for a keep here. Let's see, what is he does not see that. Starts capturing that now. Push force is going to lose those culverins. Got these horsemen pushing on the flank, getting hit by Cannoneers. Cannoneers won't hit anything. But a great flank there. Sign does kill off all those culverins. Could go for these spring goals next, but unlikely. Does save one of his own culverins as well. keep has been deployed out there. It does garrison inside of it. Orange has a pretty good queue of reinforcements available, going for a large number of spearmen. His opponent's going for a large number of archers. Orange bring in some more forces. The hand cannon is fired away. Engaging some of these forces over here. Horsemen engage the horsemen. Horsemen's back line. The amount of archers that Science going for, it feels like Science can have a bit of a better position to all the spearmen. Of course, Orange still has a good number of horsemen, and it's going for more horsemen. Orange has 12 hand cannoneers. Cyan has 3 at the moment, all of which are countered by archers. Those units get cleaned on up. Cyan is almost remaxed. Orange is remaxed. Trying to go for more horsemen. Has some wood and gold to work with. Plenty of food. May sell off 3,000 food at least. Orange has some food to work with and some wood and gold. Trick forward, engaging all the horsemen. Of course, got a good number of archers by Cyan as well. His own foreman's firing in the back line. Green Guards going back. Got the field of horsemen trick forward, engaging the archers. Cyan will hold over here. And some of the spring guards are being cleaned on up. These horsemen will be cleaned up in return. Right now, these Guild of Horsemen are actually more expensive than Spring Gulls. Spring Gulls right now, the Orange cost 200 resources, while the Guild of Horsemen cost 240. So you gotta be very careful. Make sure you try to get as more damage you're dealing than receiving. Right now, Cyan is ahead by 8,000 gold or value destroyed. At this point in time, nothing too significant. Orange has a massive stockpile, but most of the trash does have a good way to key alarms. Putting up, he does have elite key alarms as well. Keeps on the fire. More horsemen, more spearmen, and more dragon cannoneers for the Cyan. Horsemen closing on in for Orange, and got this keep taking severe damage. That keep does get destroyed there. Horsemen slowly being cleaned on up back there. Of course, got the camo unease debuff against them. They saw those gilded horsemen there. They destroyed the value is largely evening out, so Orange is starting to put take more cost effectiveness in favor. Cyan right now has nowhere near enough Q. In fact, he's far from pop cap, while Orange maintaining the max out population. Cyan has a pretty good amount of gold, so utilize it. I think he bought some wood there. The number of archers in the field and horsemen, so maybe some man-at-arms would be a good idea. Gilded man-at-arms. Paw does not have elite knights. It does not have elite knights. Should have at least elite man-at-arms, right? Yes. We also have some traders being plotted by Cyan. Take a nice diagonal route to get squeeze a little bit more value. 62. That's actually not super great. But that could be because I have Orange selected. If we switch player, it may change because the camel trade caravans have different value. No, that's correct. I guess it's because it's not in the corner there, that's why it's reduced. Orange's horsemen push away forward, trying to disrupt the trade and farming. Not looking good for Cyan. More archers advancing. Cyan's still not maintaining proper production. Orange has maxed out population and has a pretty good queue of resource units in the field on queue. So he can start just plowing into his opponent. The 4 landmarks he needs to kill off. Of course, this one's already destroyed. The 3 more landmarks he needs to kill off is, of course, the Capital, the Aachen Chapel, and the Bulgar Palace. All a nice little line there. Orange is unlikely going to be able to get 4 battalions spawn field with this population queue going. Got a number of orchards here, engaging some traders as well. Did not see that, my apologies. We also got the walls going on up. Needs to close up that bit there. They would fully deny trade. But yeah, it looks like Cyan is going to lose the game at the current rate. The Cannoneers being focused down by the archers, very nice. And Cyan does back the game now. This is Grade saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. As I mentioned beforehand, that shall be my last replay for tonight. So everyone, thank you for watching, have a good evening, and get some good rest.